Hello there, all you amazing people. Today we're going to talk a little bit about why this keyboard up here, if I can actually start the browser, in my humble opinion, for my use, in my life, with the things I do, remember all of those things, is the best keyboard I have ever used. Probably the best keyboard ever, in my opinion. So if you like, I don't know, Razer, Logitech keyboards, and you are championing that mechanical keyboard fan, and you love the clicky, chocky, clocky, docky thing, you know, like I used to use this kind of stuff here, you know, with Gateron brown looped up and everything, and, you know, love it. But why do I prefer this? Well, it's not chocky, clocky, docky, locky. It is clicky, however, but it's not a mechanical keyboard. Why this little thing here? And you can kind of, like, one of my biggest reasons for loving this is the fact that this fact here. Yeah, I can get a mechanical keyboard that is this form factor here, but you don't get one that's this thin. That's more or less what it comes down to. That may not be what you value. That's what I value. That's the reason why I'm using this here, or use this here for a long time. The form factor. I don't like big keyboards. Sounds really dirty. Too big. Things can get too big, okay? I don't like big keyboards on my desk. At work, I have a keyboard, a mechanical keyboard that is MX Browns, not looped or anything like that. That is the same form factor this, like, as you see it right here. It's a little bit wider though, but it's not this slim. So that means a lot of things. So when I'm typing on this, well, my wrist kind of do this. Because you have to take your wrist off unless you have a wrist, what is it called? Not wristband, but you know, one of those things you rest your wrist on. Why can't I remember that? The medical keyboard, I don't need that. So my thinking is, and this is how I do things in life, if I need extra things to get something to function really well, it's broken design. I should not need a wrist waist or wrist, leaning tool to not sit like a fucking monkey trying to, peel a banana, because I do have carpal tunnel. The Magic Keyboard is good for that because my wrist is more or less like this. That's why I actually prefer a lot of times to type on laptops, because they have the wrist waist in it, where you lean your wrist on the key, the computer itself, so they are more or less aligned. I know some people like to write like this, with their joints tilted. I can, however, say that that's the fastest way to go in to get joint issues. Trust me. And you just look at this thick boy. It's massive. It's heavy. It's all of the things you should not want in a keyboard if you're moving it around, or if you are like me, you care about something that works out of the box. If you care about space on your desk. Why am I so anal about space on my desk? You can't see it and I won't show you it, but my desk is a mess. I have components, I have books, I have papers, I have candy bar wrappers because I'm a fat fuck and I sometimes need some juice in my body, aka some sugar to get me, energized, and energy drinks. At work, it's printers, scanners, barcode scanners, other computers, coding manuals, projects layouts, project predictions, project, structure, how to structure the new projects we are going to do, and meeting papers and blah blah. I have a lot of fucking shit on my desk. It's just how I work. I should be more organized. I'm just not, okay? So the more space I can have junk on, the better for me. And that's what it is. Is it because the Magic Keyboard has the best typing experience? No, but it's good enough. I get a tactical feedback. Actually really tough and pronounced tactical feedback versus this one here, because when I'm clicking on this one here, because they are browns, I barely feel the feedback. Even on blues, the Magical Keyboard have a more hefty, if you can say it, tactical feedback. You feel the click more, and you don't have a lot of travel, if any, before the click comes. So you get that tactical feedback when you're typing, which I personally like. And you may say, well, this is like $100 keyboard. This is $100. This is actually more than $100, to be honest. This is, and I'm not joking here, I tried Logitech, Rocket, no brand names, Gateron, Vortex, all kind of keyboards. This is the cheapest keyboard I have owned in the last 5 years. So if you're debating me on price, look at the stupid amount of price that people are willing to pay for a customized keyboard that make the right sound and feel the right way. This is pennies for them. They are willing to spend $200, $300 on a keyboard with the right keycaps and shit like that. Do I miss not having them illuminated? No. I thought I would, but no, I don't. It eats the battery life. I'm a wireless keyboard guy. One thing again with the Magical Keyboard versus this thick boy here. When I activate this, I want to use this as wireless, there is a delay before either Windows or Mac OS or even Linux picks it up. You click a button and you have to wait like a while. And it's like, oh, I'm waking up, I'm doing shit and blah, blah, blah. Logitech and Rocket and Razer, they go a little bit away with that with their own proprietary talkie-talkie connection. Like on Logitech here, like I use on my MX mouse, it's called Light and Speed. I can't remember what Logitech and Rocket calls it. Not Logitech, Razer and Rocket calls it. It helps a little bit, but there is still a delay. With the Magical Keyboard, I just click a fucking button and it's almost instantly. All of those things I value more than the sound and the feel. Are you someone that uses the same keyboard at home, at work, when you're at the cafe? They say you just throw it into your fucking bag. Look how, it's that fucking small and compact that you barely feel it, and it weighs nothing. This one here is probably like 10 times the weight of this. So if you already have laptops, chargers, battery banks and stuff like that in your bag, they get easily heavy. This one here. And another thing, the price point is $100 a lot of money. Kinda, but it's not so much money that if I take this one here and break it right now, I would be crying my tits off. This one here I would, or if I buy like a $200-300 keyboard, I would be afraid of using it to some degree because, oh my god, if it breaks, it's a lot of money and blah blah blah. That means a lot of that also means a lot. Like, I'm into backpacks. I buy way too many backpacks, and I have backpacks that cost $300, and I have backpacks that cost under $100. Which one do you think I use the most? The ones under $100. Why? I'm not so kind to my backpacks. So I use the backpacks that if they break tomorrow, I can replace tomorrow. It's the same with my peripherals. I find the best peripheral that I like using that I can replace tomorrow if it goes tits up. I could have gone with the Logitech MX keys or what they're called. But when I looked at them compared to the Magic Keyboard, again, too thick. I'm a thick boy myself, but I don't want that on my desk because then I'm like, oh, do I need a wrist cushion thingy? How is my wrist going to, interact with it and stuff like that? The Magic Keyboard just take all of those away. So again, like I said, when you're looking at apartments, cars, friends, work colleagues, girlfriends, you look at the whole package, and there are some things about the whole package you like more than others. There may be even some things about the whole package that you really despise, but because the whole package in of itself gives you a better experience, you still run with. The biggest downfall for me with the Magic Keyboard is not the caps. I love low profile caps. I actually really, really hate these caps here. The thing I hate about the Magic Keyboard is when you go over the click or the bump, the non-mechanical bump. It's a membrane keyboard, and you feel it. It's squishy, squashy. You kind of get a little bit like a false sense of mechanicalness with the bump, and then you're just like, ugh. It's like pushing a sponge or something like that. I don't really like that much. That's the only negative, and it's not a negative that's so negative that I don't want to use it because I type hard. Like, I'm abusing the fucking keyboard, so I hit button with every. Even a light click for me just hit button like a motherfucker. And you have to remember this because a lot of people, again, like I said, will go down in the comment section and yell and scream about, what about this? Have you tried that? I have tried hundreds of keyboards the last 10 years. Thousands of keyboards. I used to change keyboard every month. Sometimes 2 times a month. Because I bought one I thought I liked, didn't like it, gave it away, throw it away, sold it, what have you not. This is by far the best one as an overall pack. See you all later. Bye bye.